Welcome to the TJ Walker Success Channel. This is the place where I help you become more successful by learning how to boost your communication skills, your competency, and your confidence. Do you have to be an extrovert to be a great public speaker? Well, that's a myth, but believe me, it is a myth. You do not have to be an extrovert in order to be a great public speaker. Are certain great public speakers also extroverts? Sure. I think someone like Tony Robbins would call himself an extrovert. But for every extrovert who's a great speaker, there are countless examples of fantastic speakers who are not extroverted at all. Steve Jobs was not the kind of guy backslapping and the life of every party. No, he was much more introverted. Many of the best speakers throughout history were good speakers because they spent a lot of time alone, thinking of interesting ideas, and then thinking of interesting ways of making their ideas come alive, understandable, memorable. Let's not forget, so much of what makes someone a good speaker, it's not the hand gestures, it's not the booming voice, it's having an interesting idea. And introverts, by their very nature, have more time to actually think, to come up with good ideas. So use that as your secret asset. If you believe in paying success forward, then hit the share button now. Let's spread more confidence around the world. If you're an introvert and you're good at thinking, and you have good ideas, and your ideas can be useful to people, whether it's entertaining them or helping them make more money or be more effective at some aspect of their professional life or personal life, they're going to love you. So use those ideas to your benefit when you speak. One of the biggest problems speakers have everywhere, every convention, every conference, every seminar, is when they stand up to speak, the audience might be smiling and looking, but inside the audience is thinking, blah, blah, blah. I've heard this a million times. I'm not hearing anything interesting. That's what's going on in the mind of audiences everywhere. So if you're an introvert and you actually spend more time alone, thinking, creating ideas, ideally writing your ideas down somewhere, whether it's paper or whether you're programming it into a computer, if you're cataloging your ideas and then thinking about how can you make these ideas come to life for people, that is what is going to make you a compelling speaker, a memorable speaker. That's what it's all about. Because the basic technical, physical skills of speaking are very simple. You don't have to be extroverted at all. If you've ever had one conversation with one person and they could understand you and find something you said interesting and memorable, you have all of the physical skills you need to be a great speaker. The rest of the secret sauce, that's where your ideas come into play. Don't miss a beat on your journey to success. Tap the bell to receive notifications so you get constant updates for your own journey. So I'm begging you, don't waste a single second thinking, I can't be a great speaker because I'm not an extrovert. That's like saying, I can't be a great speaker because I'm not 6'4". You don't have to be tall to be a speaker. Yes, there are examples of tall speakers. Again, Anthony Robbins, he's a good speaker and he's tall, but he's not a good speaker because he's tall. Judge Judy is about this tall. She's a good speaker in the realm of television. Winston Churchill was a very powerful speaker, but below average in height. So things like how tall you are, how good looking you are, how much hair you have, how extroverted you have, just don't matter when it comes to you being a speaker. Your thoughts matter. Please leave a comment below in the comment section, or a question, or a criticism, or a complaint, or praise. So focus on what really matters. Focus on your audience. Focus on taking some idea you have that's going to be either useful or entertaining or productive to your audience, and then spend all of your time and energy making it understandable to them. and memorable to them so they can take action. If you do that, your audience will love you. You don't have to spend the next 5 hours slapping backs at the cocktail party. You can go off and do whatever you want. And people will be talking about you. Not because you're rude for not hanging out with them. They'll be talking about you because of the ideas you put into their brain that are exciting them to take action. Can I ask you a personal favor? I'm trying to help more people just like you all around the globe improve their personal communication skills and to be more successful. If you hit the subscribe button, not only will I be able to help you, but that'll send a message to others around the world that this is a place for them. So please, as a small favor, hit subscribe.